Morning, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about exhaustion and how do you motivate yourself when you're going to the gym early in the mornings. Again, welcome back. This morning, for my morning cardio or my morning workout, man, I am exhausted. I'm currently en route to the gym, on my way to get a leg day in, actually, and just trying to prepare myself mentally for everything that is to come. And it was really difficult this morning, waking up and just sitting there staring at my phone, thinking to myself, oh man, maybe I'll just sleep. Maybe I'll just get that one more hour of rest and just go to work. And I don't know if it ever happens to you guys, but just all around coming up with 1,000,001 excuses as to why you don't want to go or why you don't want to do something. And I've had conversations with friends and other people who work out on how do you find your motivation, how you find that drive to just get out of bed and go and do it. Just dominate the day, kill that workout, and get it done, essentially. And a lot of them, they can point out things like their children. They just have that innate inner drive to do it. And for me, when I'm really thinking about it long and hard, I don't really know. I couldn't honestly tell you what just gets me out of bed in the morning, other than when it becomes a habit for me, it's just, I have to. I know I'll regret it later if I don't go and if I don't get this workout in. So I make it a point to just get up and just go. And sort of what's going through my mind right now as I'm making my way to the gym is just the order of operations for today's workout. I mentioned it is my leg day. It's not, I do 2 leg days per week. So this leg day, I usually start after my warm up with some front squats. Then I work into leg press, and then I go into the accessory exercises like quad extensions and hamstring curls. But I'm debating switching up that rotation. I'm tired, and squatting is definitely a compound movement. I'm not currently going for heavy squats. Today's squats are actually going to be front squats. And on my front squats, I usually do higher reps, lighter weight with higher reps. But even then, I don't want to put myself into a position where I can possibly risk injury. So I'm thinking I might start my workout in reverse today and start with like hamstring curls, move into quad extensions, then possibly do squats, because leg press, on that I do 2-legged, or I leg press with both my legs. Fridays I usually do single leg press. So the weight is kind of up there. Right now I'm currently pressing 6 plates on each side, so a total of 12 45-pound plates. And to me, that's pretty substantial. I'm doing it for 5 sets of 10, and I don't want to put myself in a position where I might half-ass it. I have to make sure I get my mind right and that I'm alert to perform the task. Another thing that I'm taking into consideration is my pre-workout and when that'll kick in. After I get into the gym, I'm usually there warming up for a little bit. By warm-ups, I'll sit on the bike and I'll update my lifting log. I'll take that quick little 5 minutes to do that. After that 5-minute little warm-up that I'm getting my heart rate up and getting the blood flowing, I'll move into some active mobility stretches where I'll perform like leg swings and doing deep squats. I don't really do a lot of static stretching. I guess I used to in PE, like back in high school and back in school. But when I had a short stint where I was involved in CrossFit and all about that lifestyle. I learned about active stretching, where you stretch through movement. And I'm not really sure the pros or the cons of active stretching versus static stretching, but for me, it's a little bit more. I feel it a little bit more, that stretch. So I'll be doing some of that. And another thing that I do is I like to how some people will roll the wrists when stretching, so that your wrists have that mobility, especially when doing front squats. I'll also kind of roll my ankles. I noticed that before squatting, my ankles, they'll tend to be kind of tight, and I need that flexibility in the ankles because a front squat, I can get pretty deep on both my back squat and my front squat, and I feel as if I hit the same depth. However, my front squat just mentally feels like a deeper squat. So that's another reason why I focus a lot on my stretching and making sure that, I'm loose before performing that kind of lift. But man, if today isn't really kicking my butt already, just feeling the exhaustion, getting on the mic and doing this podcast so I can kind of self-motivate a little bit more. Thank you guys again for listening and taking the time, providing your positive feedback, whether it's via social media or even through giving positive feedback on the podcast. I'm always up for hearing what you guys have to say. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. You can send me a DM on any topics or questions you might have, or even just to say what's up. You can find me on Instagram at Ramon_Campamor. That's CAMPOAMOR. But right now I'm about to get in there and get it. So thank you guys again for taking the time out of your day to listen to this podcast. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.